Didiskusikan mau siapa dulu?
Saya.
Nih,
Miss Lita,
Dulu Bu
Miss
Lita,
Lita
mumpung
sama
anak babynya
Oh
bisa
iya,
dikondisikan.
Bulita,
saya mau mengajar, Bu.
Bulita, Oke,
Bulita, Pak
right. Oke.
Zafar.
Oke, ya karena ini kelasnya kelas khusus Bapak Ibu ya.
Pak-
Jadi saya berusaha untuk se-adjusted mungkin dengan situasi dan kondisi gitu. Alright, so Bulita will present first. Please make sure Bapak Ibu yang lain ya, it's not the time for you to focus on your preparation. No, preparationnya harusnya sudah sebelum ini. Sekarang Bapak Ibu bisa fokus ke presentasi dari Bulita. Bapak Ibu bisa bertanya ya, sebelum mulai kita review dulu. Kira-kira Bapak Ibu bisa menanyakan itu dari apa saja tipe-tipenya?
Saya lebih suka
Bisa.
challenging question.
Oke, bisa bertanya tentang opini, Bapak Ibu ya. Coba kalau challenging question ada apa aja kemarin? Ada opini, opinion, ada
Mm-mm.
pengalaman, waris pengalaman,
Pengalaman, experience.
experience, really good. Ada alasan,
Mhm.
what is that? Alasan?
Alasan, reason.
Oke, bisa minta contoh nyata, what is that?
Mm-mm.
What
Bisa
is
minta
contoh?
contoh nyata itu example question, reason question,
Example, really good. Oke, dan yang terakhir ada apa, Bapak Ibu?
opinion.
Opinion sudah?
Sudah. Proses, experience,
Process or
reason.
explanation. Ya, itu cocok bagi Bapak Ibu yang sudah punya background yang sama di situ dan Bapak Ibu mau mengetes seberapa paham presenternya, paham dengan topiknya gitu.
Hmm.
Oke. Alright. Or you can ask simple questions ya, just for clarifying, checking understanding, verifying your interpretations, asking the presenter to repeat. Nah, oke. So it could be as simple as the simple questions. Alright. Without further ado, let me invite the first presenter for today's class. Yeah, we have Bulita as the first speaker. Okay, Bulita, please do the honor as the speaker. Let me give you a
Okay,
spotlight. Okay.
I would like to talk about how social media influences our views on nikah siri. Nowadays, we often see many stories on platforms like TikTok or Instagram that highlight the reality of this practice. Many users share their difficult experiences, showing that women and children often suffer because they don't have legal protection. Many users share their without official document. It becomes very hard for them to claim their right if problems occur in the marriage. Therefore, the viral cases on social media serve as an important warning for all of us. I strongly advise everyone, especially women, to never agree to a nikah siri, no matter what promises are made. Any question?
Thank,
Salah ya? Thank you.
thank you for your explanation,
Yeah,
Bulita.
thank you. Okay, I think that's totally fine. Yeah, you are inviting your audience to ask you questions directly, which is a good thing. So you do not need me as the moderator, yeah. So because you are asking directly for the questions, which is a good thing. Okay, any questions, Bapak Ibu? Yeah, go ahead. You
Ini,
can, yeah, please introduce yourself first, and then you may continue with your answer. All right, Bu Wahyu.
okay. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Lita, for your explanation. My name is Wahyu Kustini Andriani, and I wanted to ask you about your topics. Why do you think some women still agree to nikah siri even after seeing so many negative stories about it in social media?
Please speaking slowly, Miss Wahyu,
Okay,
because
thank you for your explanation, Miss Lita. My name is Wahyu Kustini Andriani, and I want to ask to you about your topics. Why do you think some women still agree to nikah siri even after seeing so many negative stories about it on social media?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Miss Wahyu.
Iya,
Miss, kalau ngomongnya campur-campur gimana, Miss?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, at least you are trying to answer. Yeah. Okay, but do you understand what Bu Wahyu asked you, Bulita?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
I can. Uh, if there is a woman still agree nikah siri,
Mm-hmm.
sedangkan mereka sudah tahu uh,
banyak
dari
cerita
negative
negatif
impact,
mm-mm,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
di sosial media.
uh, I think if we have give advice for them and then they masih saja do it,
Mm-hmm. They still do it. Mm-hmm.
they still do it, it's ya ditanggung masing-masing. Gimana?
Okay. Actually, Bu Wahyu asking about the reason, yeah, the reason why there are still many women choose to do nikah siri, even though they are aware, they know that there are negative impact, yeah. In TikTok, they know about it, but why they still choose to do nikah siri? There are still, yeah. So, I think Bu Wahyu asking you about the reason why women choose it.
Why woman chosen?
Mhm.
Uh, in my opinion, why woman chosen
Mhm.
it? Because maybe economy factor,
Hmm.
like
Okay.
economic factor, and the background academic. So, uh, salah satu dari itu jadi penyebab mereka masih melakukan, they still do it. Ya, kurang lebih begitu,
Oh,
Miss.
yeah, yeah. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. I really appreciate the way you try to answer. Yeah. Okay. I think it's already in line with the questions. Yeah, Bu, you asking about the reason and you mentioned the reasons. Yeah. Okay. It perhaps because financial reason and academic background. Yeah. Okay. Maybe let me help you. Even though social media might have a really great influence in teaching people, especially women, about the negative effect, but not everyone are exposed with social media. So perhaps the woman that Bu Wahyu took as an example is the woman that are less exposed with the knowledge or the informations about the harmful effect of nikah siri. Okay. All right. I hope it's answer your questions, Bu Wahyu. Let me invite for another questions.
Kalau saya lanjutkan nggak selesai-selesai nanti.
Iya,
Iya, lihat.
betul. Oke, at least you are trying to ask and the presenter
Miss
trying to
Wahyu,
answer, ya. Oke. One more question please from another participants.
Hai Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, in your opinion, how can social media help raise public awareness about the risks and negative impacts of unregistered marriage on women and children?
Oke, ya. Oke, very good, Pak Zardan ya. Bu, oke, Bu Lita, what do you think?
yes, Miss. I understand what Mr. Zardan asked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in my opinion, social media can uh, memberikan apa ya?
Give.
Memberikan mem- can give education for public
Oke.
by
Mm-hmm.
by creating educational content about the importance of marriage being conducted legally.
Oke. Jadi melalui sosial media berarti mereka bisa mengedukasi ya, mengedukasi audiensnya gitu. Does it answer your question, Pak Zardan, or do you want to ask more about it? Maybe you are not satisfied with the answer. What do you
Um,
think?
no, Miss.
No, yeah, okay. You're satisfied enough with the answer. All right, then let me invite one more questions because the time is there. One more questions, Bapak Ibu, please.
Yes.
All right, ya, Pak Nurali Hasan.
Pak, campur-campur ya bahasanya.
Iya, that's one.
What is the main message? What is the main message the speaker is trying to convey about and Kristen marriage atau nikah siri?
Mhm.
Saya ulang ya.
Ya, ya.
What is the main message
main.
the speaker is trying to convey about unregistered marriage? Nikah
Okay.
siri.
Okay, what are the main reason? The man's what, Bapak?
The main message.
Oh, the main
The
message.
speaker.
Oh, the
Yes.
main message of the
The main
speaker.
message the speaker is trying to convey about unregistered. Jadi kalau
Oke.
tidak mau register apa akibat nikah siri itu? Saran apa?
Okay, right. All right. Is it clear for you, Bu Lita?
Okay, Mr. Ali, thank you for your question. The main message I want to convey is that nikah siri, if a problems occur in the marriage, woman can cannot demand any right because there is no legal protection.
Okay.
The main message I want to convey is that unregistered marriage will only haram woman.
Only
Oh.
harm.
Jadi kalau tidak tercatat haram.
Oh ya? Oh ya, Bapak?
Kira-kira begitu ya.
No,
I'm not
Is
agree.
it?
Pak
Sorry.
Man, I'm sorry.
Muhammadiyah, the main message is the main message I want to convey is the unregistered marriage will only haram. Jadi kalau menikah tidak dicatat menurut Muhammadiyah itu ada fatwa haram. Jadi harus tidak boleh nikah siri itu.
Oh, okay,
Kira-kira begitu.
okay. That's a really totally new information for me, ya. Because I'm not really pure Muhammadiyah, Bapak Ibu ya. So I just know about this via internet. In internet, it's not that strong, but okay. I think this is a very interesting fact about it. Okay, thank you for sharing, Pak Nurali Hasan ya. Okay. Alright, Bapak Ibu, ya, that's the end of the Q&A session. Presenter, please end your presentation, please.
Pak Zardan.
Okay, Bu Lita, can you end your presentation?
Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, thank you so much. Yeah, what an interesting discussion that we have. Now let me invite the next presenter. Pak Zardan, are you teaching right now? Is it possible for you to present? Because previously he texted in the chat box, yeah, that he need to teach. Okay, I think he's already gone. Okay, then let me invite another speaker. Is there any speaker who have like an urgent things to do? So you need to do it in the first place. Sudah
No,
tidak ada yang
Miss.
urgent lagi. Oke, oke. Wah,
Mungkin saya mau kamar mandi.
It's not that urgent actually ya.
Nggak
Oke.
urgent-urgent banget.
Iya, nggak urgent banget itu. Oke. Ada yang lain dulu mungkin Bapak Ibu yang urgent atau aman?
Aman. It's okay.
Aman ya. Oke,
Oh
kalau
ya,
aman mungkin
minta
bisa
tolong,
kita. Mhm.
minta tolong Bu Dewi atau siapa, Pak Nurali atau yang lain menghubungi Pak Faisal ya, bahwa kelas sudah dimulai. Terima kasih.
All right. Okay, so who are going to be the next presenter? Is there any
Me?
volunteer?
Me.
All right then. Okay. For the next presenter will be given by Bu Wahyu. Okay, for Bu Wahyu, please do the honor.
Okay. Hello everyone.
Hello.
My name is Wahyu Kustini Andriani, and today I want to talk about apa kemarin ya punya saya. I want to talk about sebentar Miss, materi saya apa ya? Saya kok lupa. Sebentar, sebentar.
The
Eh,
impact of Siri on children.
okay, thank you, Pulita. The impact of Nikah on
Oh, I'm
children.
sorry, I'm Amarilis, Miss Ayu.
Oh, ya, saya ulangi ya. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Wahyu Kustini Andriani, and I want to talk about the impact of Nikah Siri on children. Every child deserves a legal identity, but children born from Nikah Siri often grow up without one. Without official birth certificates by the birth parents, they face barriers in accessing education, healthcare, and civil rights. Beyond paperwork, the absence of legal paternal recognition can leave deep emotional scars, affecting a child's sense of belonging and self-worth. In case of family breakdown, these children have little to no legal protection from the state. The issue isn't about judging the marriage itself. It's about ensuring that innocent children don't pay the price for decisions they never made. Any question?
Thank you for your presentation, Miss Wahyu. Can I ask you something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In your opinion, how can the government and society protect the right of children born from unregistered marriage? Thank you.
Can you repeat?
Okay. I hear from your opinion. What do you think, or how the government and society protect the rights of children born from unregistered marriage? What the
Okay.
government doing for the children born from unregistered marriage? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Ama, for your good question. In my opinion, protection must come from two directions: legal reform and social awareness. On the government side, the state should simplify the process of registering marriages and birth certificates, especially for low-income families who often lack access to legal service. Laws should also be strengthened to ensure that children born from unregistered marriages still receive full civil rights, regardless of their parents' marital status. Isbat nikah, the legal process of validating an unregistered marriage through religious court, should be made for more accessible, and widely promoted. On the society side, we need to shift the stigma. Communities, religious leaders, and educators play a huge role in ensuring these children are not treated as outcasts. A child's worth is not defined by how their parents choose to marry. Ultimately, the law exists to protect the vulnerable, and no one is more vulnerable than a child who had no say in the circumstance on their birth. Protecting these children is not a political issue, it is a moral one.
All right, does it answer your questions, Bu Amar?
Yes, Miss. Thank you
Okay,
for the
right.
answer.
Okay, it's really interesting. Yeah, you're asking about what the government do. Yeah, if it has been done. Gitu. Okay, and Bu Wahyu already mentioned like the preventive and the what is that? Kebalikannya preventif itu apa ya, Bapak Ibu ya?
So,
Oke. Preventive and apa ya? Statutory something. I don't know. Okay, then
resolve.
resolve.
No,
Apa
no.
lagi? Okay, okay, but I think that's really interesting discussion. Okay, let me invite for another questions, please, from the audience.
Me, Miss.
Okay, Bu Dewi, go ahead.
Thank you. Sebentar, latihan membaca, Miss. Wahyu, halo.
Hello, it's
Okay.
me.
What emotional impact my children experience because of
Mhm.
nikah siri?
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Devi, for your attention and for your good question. I think tampak emosional ya berarti. Children born from nikah siri may not understand legal terms, but they feel the consequence deeply. The most common emotional impact is identity confusion. When a child can find their father's name on their birth certificate, or when they are told their family is different, it raises painful questions about who they are and where they belong. This often leads to a low sense of self-worth. Being labeled as illegitimate by society, whether directly or indirectly, can make a child feel unwanted, ashamed, and inferior to their peers. This feeling, if left unaddressed, can follow them well into adulthood. Children from unregistered marriages are also more vulnerable to anxiety and depression, especially when family conflict or abandonment is involved. The absence of a legally recognized father figure can create a lasting emotional wound that affects how they form relationship later in life. There is also the social pressure, being different from other children, having an incomplete family document, or facing questions they can answer can lead to social withdrawal and isolation. In short, the damage is not only legal, it's emotional, psychological, and deeply personal. A child who grows up feeling unrecognized by the law often grows up feeling unrecognized by the world. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really interesting, Bu Hayo. Yeah. Actually, I'm really interested in your topic. Can you mention like the example of legal document that a child might not get when they are from like family that do nikah siri? Like what example of legal document that this kind of children might not get?
Birth certificate or
Birth certificate berarti kakak ya?
akta kelahiran,
Sorry, akta kelahiran. Oke, akte, oke. So, and then what else?
family card atau kartu keluarga.
get certificate,
Yes, family
ID
card,
card,
kartu keluarga,
ID
ID.
card.
Oh,
Kalau kita nggak bisa, kalau
okay,
if
okay.
we don't have family card or birth certificate, itu akan terlalu sulit bukan terlalu sulit mendapatkan KTP. Jadi untuk mendapatkan ID card di kemudian hari juga
Yeah.
sulit.
Right, yeah. It almost impossible, yeah, to do
Mm-mm.
everything. Yeah, because everything we do in our life is always requiring us to have to show our identity card, right? Yeah. Okay, okay. All right. Thank you so much, Bu Wahyu, yeah, and the audience for your really great participations. Okay, you may end your presentation, Bu Wahyu.
Thank you for your attention and goodbye. And see you.
All right, thank you so much, Bapak Ibu. Yeah. Now let me invite the next presenter. Is there any volunteer to continue or to be the next presenter? Before I'm
Mia.
choosing you. Oh
Mia.
yeah, sure. Okay, we have Bu Dewi as the third presenter from our today's meeting. All right, take a deep breath, Ibu. Yeah, okay. You may
Persiapan
start
mentranslate.
by now.
Persiapan alat translate, Miss.
Yeah, that's one. At least you are trying. Yeah, okay. Just take your time.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dewi Nur Hasana. Today, I want to talk about reason why people choose nikah siri. There are several reasons why some people choose nikah siri. First, it is often chosen for financial reason. This type of marriage does not require a big or expensive wedding party. Second, it helps couples avoid committing a sin in religion. Third, some people do it because they lack official government documents. Additionally, it is a quick and simple process for the family. Finally, it is often chosen when parental permission is difficult to get. Thank you very much. Any question?
Question, please. Mungkin dari Bapak Ibu yang belum bertanya. This is your a very great chance to ask. Maybe from Bu Nadila or Pak Faisal, Bu Lita.
Bu Ama?
Thank you, Miss Dewi, for your presentation. It's very great presentation, and I want to ask you something. From a religious standpoint, nikah siri helps couples avoid sin, right? From a religious standpoint, nikah siri helps couples avoid sin, right? But however, since it is not registered by the state, what are the legal consequences or risks for the wife and children in the future? Thank you.
Wait a minute. I want to translate it into English first.
We will waiting for you, Miss Dewi. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
Atau mau ditampung dulu pertanyaannya?
That means
One by one, please, maybe.
Okay.
Kayak di presentasi yang lain.
Udah ditranslate, Miss. Thank you, Bu Ama. In the eyes of the state, and registered marriage is considered non-existent because it is not recorded by the KUA or civil registry. As a result, the wife have no legal rights to claim alimony or marital property if the separate. While the children are only recognized as having a legal relationship with the mother, losing their automatic rights to maintenance and inheritance from the father side. Maksudnya di mata negara itu nikah siri dianggap tidak sah gitu kalau tidak dicatat di KUA atau di catatan sipil. Akibatnya apa ya? Istri tidak punya hak untuk menuntut nafkah atau harta gono gini jika berpisah. Sedangkan anak hanya dianggap memiliki hubungan perdata saja dengan perdata dengan ibunya saja. Sehingga kehilangan hak nafkah dan waris otomatis dari jalur bapaknya. Gitu Miss Amarilis.
Okay, Miss Dewi, thank you for your answer.
Okay, thank you for your
Okay.
question.
Okay, very great, Bapak Ibu. Okay, let me invite for another questions, please.
Me.
Okay, Bu Wahyu.
Thank you for your
Jangan panjang-panjang Bu Wahyu.
Boyo kan aku kayak kate takok.
Buka translate dulu.
Oke.
Oke, siap.
Thank you for your explanation, Miss Dewi. I want to ask you, in your opinion, of the reason you mentioned, which one poses the highest risk to the long-term welfare of the wife and children, and why? Sekali lagi, apa sudah cukup? Once
Ini
more?
sudah keluar translate-nya. Sudah keluar
Oke.
translate-nya. Tinggal mencari jawaban.
Oke.
Yes, sudah keluar.
It's
Sekarang
kind of
tinggal
funny ya,
membaca.
Bu Dewi is so honest ya, 100% honest. Sangat jujur sekali ya. Saya sampai speechless mau ngomong apa, lucu sekali. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Take your time, Bu Dewi ya, to look for an answer then.
For answer from, benar Bu Miss? Jawaban dari Bu Wahyu from answer for
Answer.
answer from Miss.
Answer. Langsung aja to answer your question, Ibu, langsung. Pak.
To answer.
Answer. W-nya nggak dibaca, to answer. To answer. Very good. To answer.
To answer apa, Miss?
Your question.
To answer your questions.
Oh, langsung your question. Oh, oke. Tak catat, Miss.
Bisa pakai answer, bisa pakai address. Ya, jadi address itu alamat. Ya, tapi kalau di konteks yang seperti ini itu untuk apa ya? Kayak addressing your questions. Nah, addressing your questions langsung diikuti oleh jawabannya.
Oh, oke. To answer your question, Miss Wahyu, the most dangerous risk to the future is the loss of financial support and inheritance right from the father. Without an official marriage certificate, the wife and children cannot legally claim any property or financial support if they are abandoned or if the father passes away, which often leave them financially neglected.
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 Yeah.
Ya,
Okay.
resiko
Oh.
artinya ya Bu Wahyu. Resiko paling berbahaya itu hilangnya hak nafkah dan warisan dari pihak ayah Bu Wahyu. Tanpa buku nikah resmi, istri dan anak tidak bisa menuntut sepeser pun harta atau nafkah secara hukum jika ditinggal pergi atau saat ayah meninggal dunia, ya kan? Yang akhirnya sering membuat kehidupan ekonomi mereka terlantar.
So in your opinion, the highest risk to the long-term welfare is the wife or children?
Ya itu.
Maksudnya dari antara anak dan istri itu loh, kira-kira yang punya risiko paling tinggi jangka panjang siapa menurut Bu Dewi?
Children.
Children. Oke,
Children.
oke. Oke.
Okay. All right. I think that's answering your questions, ya, Bu Wahyu.
Thank you
Okay.
for your
I think
explanation, Bu Dewi.
that's enough for the Q&A session. You may end your presentation, Bu Dewi.
Yes, Miss.
Please end your presentation.
Loh, tadi berapa pertanyaan ya?
2. Ya, sudah 2.
Itu aja.
Dua aja ya.
2 aja, 2 aja.
Jawabannya. Thank you for your explanation.
Oke, ya
Thank you
bisa
for your
ditutup dulu,
answer.
diakhiri dulu.
Okay. Thank you for your question and attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Wow, it's very fun ya Bapak Ibu. Oke. Thank you so much Bu Dewi ya. Your presentation is really fun. And I want to highlight ya Bapak Ibu, even though actually I provide many options in which what type of question that you can ask, but actually most of you prefer to ask challenging question related to the topic, even though you are following up your previous question by like combining the challenging question with the simple question gitu. Jadi itu yang saya suka dari Bapak Ibu, tidak hanya challengingnya aja, tapi Bapak Ibu combine lagi dengan simple questionnya. Ya, for example, the presenter doesn't get what you ask, you try to repeat. Gitu. Oh, what I mean is, what I want to ask is blah blah blah. Okay, that's actually a very brilliant idea to combine two different type of questions. All right, now let me continue to the next presenter. Is there any volunteer?
I'm ready for doing presentation, Miss.
Oh, that's totally sounds a great idea. Totally, that's a really good news, yeah. Okay. Now I will invite the next presenter. We have Bu Amar who are ready to start their presentations. Okay, the time is yours, Ibu.
Thank you for the opportunities, Miss Ika. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Amar.
Wabarakatuh.
I'm sorry. I just too semangat. Okay. Thank you for your coming today to my session. And now I want to present about the difference between registered marriage and nikah siri. Ladies and gentlemen, both marriages are valid according to religion, but they are very different under government law. A registered marriage is officially recovered by the state, which means the husband, wife, and children get full legal protection. On the other hand, nikah siri is a secret or unregistered marriage that doesn't have official government papers. In this situation, the women are the ones who suffer the most if doing nikah siri. Consequently, it can be very difficult for wives and children to get important rights like inheritance or official birth certificates. In short, registering a marriage is important because it protects the family's futures and gives them legal safety. Thank you for your attention, and now let's go to the Q&A session.
Thank you for your explanation, Miss Amarilis.
You're welcome, Miss Wahyu.
I want to ask you about your topic. If marriage registration is the primary solution, why do rates of nikah siri remain high even among communities that are fully aware of its risks? What structural or cultural factors make your analysis have overlooked? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Miss Wahyu, for your question. And that's a real fact, and make us feel sad. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, nikah siri is still high. What you said, the rate of nikah siri still high, and that's right. And it's make us sad. And I just analyze why nikah siri still exists until right now. I have mm, I have some reason. I have some factor. The number one about structural factor. Yeah, the costs are raw crazy in Indonesia. It's very high for apa nih? For doing registered marriage. For poor families in some areas, paying administration fee is hard for them, and also and it's different with nikah siri. Nikah siri is cheap, fast, and happens at home. Can happen at home. And the second factor is strict marriage laws. The government has strict rules. For example, the legal minimum age to marry is 19. If a young couple gets pregnant out of wedlock, the family might use nikah siri to avoid public shame because the government court will reject a legal marriage license due to their age, right? And the third one is polygamy restriction. Like legal polygamy requires permission from the first wife and a court, right? But the nikah siri allows men to take a second or third wife instantly without anyone's permission. And now let's move to the cultural factor. Number one is religion over state law. In many traditional communities, people believe that if God accepts the marriage, the government's approval doesn't matter. They view state registration as just a bonus, not a necessity. Second, avoiding the sin of zina. There is massive cultural pressure to avoid premarital sex. If a young couple is dating, parents often force them into a nikah siri immediately just to make their sex alive. But they forget about the long-term future. Maybe that some cultures I will analyze
I'm so sorry, Bu Amar, to interrupt you. Actually, I think the mic is kinda echoing. Ya, can you speak something? Coba satu atau dua kata.
Your
Kayak ada suara.
microphone maybe ngek 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 ngek.
It's kind of robotics, yeah. It's like it's like there is an aliens next to you, yeah, trying to speaking in the same time, gitu. So actually, it's really hard for me to focus on your voice. Maybe you can take out your headphone, kayak lagi ngomong di dalam pipa gitu loh, Bapak Ibu.
Actually, I got your point,
Yeah, yeah,
Miss Amaryllis. But I think
yeah.
getting married at the KUA is actually cheap. What makes it expensive is the wedding reception, and the scale varies depending on the region. Several communities is mahal.
I'm sorry for the trouble, Miss Wahyu and my friend and Miss Ika. I'm sorry because if you don't telling me there is some problem in my microphone, I don't know that my voice is unclear.
That's fine. Actually, it's just like being in trouble, like in a very last minute. So I think everyone has already got your point. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Bu
Alhamdulillah.
Amar. Maybe one more questions from another audience.
Bu
Come on,
Nadila.
Pak Nur. Come on, Pak Nur atau Bu Nadila.
Bu Nadila
Jadi
itu.
kalau Bu Emma.
Ya, saya.
Oh
Ya.
ya, oh, oke, Bu Nadila. Oke. Alright,
Oke.
Ibu.
Thank you, Bu Amam. You said that in Nikah Siri, women suffer the most. Can you explain more specifical what kind of suffering they usually experience in daily life?
Thank you, Miss Nadila, for your question, and I like this statement. The women are the ones who suffer the most if they do nikah siri. Why? It's because the negative effect that they will have after doing nikah siri. What kind of the negative effect? Number one is no legal financial support. If the husband walks away, stop giving money, or divorce her, the wife cannot go to court to demand alimony, or the wife can ask her nafkah. So that's very hard for women if they don't have nafkah. And the second one is property vulnerability. If the couples buys a house or save money together, it is legally registered only in the husband's name. If they separate, the wife has no legal right to split the property. Third, social stigma and gossip. Because the marriage is secret or unofficial, neighbors and communities often do gossip. The women may face judgment or be wrongly accused of living with a man outside of marriage. And the last may be about emotional stress. The wife constantly lives with anxiety about the future. She knows she has no legal safety if her husband leaves or passes away. That's some of negative effect from nikah siri for women that make her the most suffer in nikah siri. Thank you.
Right?
Thank you, Bu Amarilis.
Okay, thank you so
You're
much. Yeah, Bu
welcome.
Amar, you can end your
Maybe.
presentation. I think the Q&A is over.
Thank you, Miss. Okay, everyone. Before I end the meeting, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. Oh, okay. That's a very great presentation, yeah, Bu Amar. Actually, I really love the way you are trying to give like personal example, not really personal examples, yeah. Like the example is really easy to imagine, yeah, especially when you are talking about like the gossiping, living together. Yeah, like, okay. That actually is really relatable, especially for me who are not really knowing well about nikah siri, Bapak Ibu, ya. I'm so sorry. All right. Now let me invite the next presenter. So, who are going to present next?
Saya Miss.
All
Miss.
right. Oke,
Ayo
ada
sweet,
Bu
ayo Bu
Nadila dan
Nadila,
Pak Nurali Hasan
Nurali.
Oh, Pak Nur,
bisa.
enggak apa-apa, Fes. Saya tak ke kamar mandi dulu.
Oh ya udah.
Yes.
All right. Uh-huh. Okay, so everyone, for the next presenter, we are going to discuss about one different topic that will be presented by our presenter today. Yeah, this is a very special presenter with Bapak Nurali Hasan. Okay, Pak Nurali Hasan, the time is yours and you can start presenting.
Thank you, Miss. How are you, everyone? I will present legal issue caused by unregistered marriage. The child status is conditioned and illegitimate child, and difficulty processing state administrative document. The wife has no legal entity to support an inheritance. I'm sorry, the wife has no legal entity to support an inheritance. The child is threatened with losing inheritance right from the father. No legal protection in the event of domestic violence, neglect. Thank you. Saya mau tanya.
What is ada yang mau tanya in English, Pak Nurali Hasan? Is there any questions? Is there any questions? Okay. Atau
Transfer saya
okay,
nggak
question
keluar,
are
Miss.
welcome.
Transfer saya nggak keluar.
Maaf,
Transfer saya nggak keluar ya, Pak Nur.
no, itu terlalu bagus itu. Harusnya cari yang biasa saja.
Iya.
Aku nggak usah ditranslate.
Okay, Pak Nurali using personal accent ya. Okay. All right. Question please,
Me,
everyone. Oh ya,
Ayo,
okay. From Bu
ayo
Wahyu
Pak
first.
Nur. Ayo Pak Nur, dredeg iki.
enggak.
Oh,
Simple question, easy question. Have you ever encountered a real case where women or child suffer because of nikah siri?
bentar, ulang lagi, pelan-pelan aja. Ayo.
Kata by kata, okay. Have you ever encountered a real case where a woman or child suffer because of nikah siri?
Oh,
Yes, okay.
as far as I know, as far I
Nah,
know, ya, as far itu apa Bu?
As
Yang
far as per
as far as I know, yes, as far as I know, women in unregistered married are fine, baik-baik saja. Ya, selama ini yang saya tahu, yang kebetulan yang saya tahu, orang nikah siri itu ya baik-baik saja kok. Enggak seperti yang kita bayangkan takut. Itu yang saya tahu kan, Anda tanya yang Pak Nurali tahu kan. Nah, yang aku tahu selama ini tetangga ada baik-baik saja. No, I'm sorry.
maybe you
Yes.
must apply to a court, Pak Nurali. Mungkin mainlah ke itu religious court, pengadilan agama, ya. Thank you for your explanation, for your answer, Pak Nurali. Thank you.
Yes.
Gampang kan, Pak? Nggak usah dredeg.
Oh no, meskipun nggak bisa nggak didek. Siap. Saya mau tanya lagi.
Okay, yeah, it's actually a very humanist, yeah, Bapak. Actually, you take from the real example that what we have discussed, yeah, it's about the negative effect that might get, ya. Jadi masih possible, masih mungkin terjadi. Tapi juga ada kemungkinan hal-hal negatif tadi tidak terjadi, gitu kan ya? Oke. Dan based on your real example, ya, you give the example that you yourself witness, gitu. And I think, yeah, it's really totally fine, ya, for being honest based on your own experience. Okay, another questions?
Another question. Ada lagi yang mau tanya?
Saya Bu
Ya.
Wahyu.
Iya, ya.
Oh,
Yuk.
Ya, ini kok
Oke.
lagi browsing keluar Pak Nur jawabannya, Pak. Pertanyaannya Pak Nur.
Yang panjang-panjang pokoknya. Bingung lah panjang.
So, are you suggesting benar apa ya? So, are you suggesting that nikah siri may create long-term legal problem for women? Apakah Anda mengisyaratkan bahwa nikah siri dapat menimbulkan masalah hukum jangka panjang bagi perempuan?
Yes. Thank you, Miss Budai. Thank you. Finish, Miss Dewi, finish.
Finish.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Dewi. Masalah hukum ya, difficulty processing state administrasi dokumen. And the wife has no legal entity support and inheritance. Jadi masalah warisan juga masalah kan, hukum itu bagian dari hukum. And the child is the threatened with losing inheritance right from the father. Jadi anak terancam kehilangan hak waris. etc. Dan lain-lain.
etc.
Tes,
etc.
Yes.
etc. etc.
Okay, thank you, Miss Bayu. Thank you, Miss Dewi.
Thank you so much, Bapak. Okay, let me ask you one more question, Pak Nurli Hasan, ya, because the topic is kind of interesting for me. Before from previous presenter, yeah, I really clearly know the difference between registered nikah with unregistered nikah, ya. Jadi nikah yang biasa Bapak Ibu dengan nikah siri gitu, based on the effect. Ya, jadi kalau yang nikah siri, it's possibly have a higher risk. But how about the different in technical process? Jadi kalau dari secara teknis atau secara prosedurnya, what make nikah siri and registered nikah different? Maybe about the cost. Previous presenter mentioned that nikah siri is cheaper, but how cheap it is? Yeah, let me ask you that one. And maybe another difference, such as where do we can conduct nikah siri and etc. This is my personal opinion because this is my very first experience, yeah, talking about nikah siri in public discussions. Okay. Okay, that's my question, Pak Nurali Hasan. Jadi apakah bisa dijelaskan perbedaannya secara teknis ya? Kalau tadi kan perbedaannya dari dampaknya gitu ya. Jadi previous presenter menjelaskan bedanya nikah siri dengan nikah yang legal itu adalah dari dampaknya. Yang satu lebih risky, yang satu lebih aman gitu ya. Tapi kalau dari technical prosesnya seperti apa perbedaannya? What are the difference?
The wife has a legal entity support and interest. Jadi dalam penafkahan, terus ribetnya itu di awal lebih ribet yang formal. Nikah siri simple. Nikah siri itu simple, tapi berbahaya di belakang. Nah, sedangkan nikah formal itu ribet di awal, di belakangnya aman. Bani.
Setuju, Pak Nur.
Kalau tempatnya, kalau
Jadi gini,
tempat dilakukannya bagaimana, Bapak Ibu? Kalau yang legal itu kan biasanya di KUA, ya, Bapak Ibu ya. Kalau
jadi gini,
nikah siri itu di mana?
kalau
I want
kalau
to
kalau
Who
nikah siri
give my
itu
opinion.
biasanya kalau nikah siri dan nikah yang resmi itu bedanya begini. Kalau nikah siri itu kan memang prosesnya benar, ribet di awal gitu. Biasanya dilakukan di KUA atau boleh dipanggil ke rumah gitu kan. Tapi dengan biaya khusus sepertinya. Nah, dengan mendatangkan pihak KUA. Sedangkan kalau nikah siri itu langsung itu apa itu namanya
Tokoh
menemui
agama.
tokoh agama atau sesepuh desa untuk minta dinikahkan. Nah, itu itu nikah siri atau
Betul.
bisa juga tokoh agamanya yang diundang ke rumah, tidak melalui yang namanya KUA gitu loh. Tidak melalui kantor urusan agama. Jadi tidak dicatat karena kalau kita melalui KUA nanti ada registernya gitu kan. Maksudnya kita harus mengisi gini-gini ini, harus vaksin, harus apa itu namanya? Ada yang namanya bahasa Jawanya apa Bu Amah? Jombloan Bu Amah. Ayo your turn.
orang tua dipanggil?
Jombloan. Nah, orang tua dipanggil. Maksudnya, apakah benar ini anak Anda gitu? Terlalu gamblang banget aku menjelaskannya.
Okay,
Apakah
yeah,
benar
that
ini Anda?
that's
Gitu.
Begitu
yeah, that's
nikah
right, that's right.
langsung
That's
ya.
actually really what I want to hear ya, Bapak Ibu. Jadi memang itu yang mau saya tanyakan because I'm really curious gitu ya, kayak seberapa ribet sih gitu. Dan oke, so that's really
Oh,
different ya.
nikah lagi
Karena yang satu itu
meluncur
pakai
ya.
petugas,
Dia, Miss. Miss
belum.
Lita sudah meluncur.
Oh, sudah meluncur.
Miss,
Oke,
Jadi kalau dari segi
oke oke.
kalau dari segi kos, kalau dari segi biaya,
Mhm.
sebenarnya nikah di KUA itu murah, yang seperti saya jelaskan
500.
sebelumnya. Ya, 500 just 500 500.000 rupiah lah.
500,000.
Heeh, per 100.000
Yes.
rupiah
500,000
saja
ya.
gitu kan. Yang mahal itu adalah biaya resepsinya.
Iya, iya betul betul. Alright, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, this really answer my questions. Thank you so much for sharing, Bapak Ibu. Ya, wah, really appreciate your knowledge
Miss,
or information about it. Okay, is there anyone want to add? Maybe Bu Amar. Okay, what do you want to say, Bu?
I just want to say about the administrative difference
Mhm, mhm.
within nikah siri and nikah legal, Miss. Tadi belum di-mention sama Bu Wahyu that nikah registered itu example your husband in the future is from another country. You have to membuat surat recommendation from your location, from your kelurahan, and your husband too. Jadi ada surat namanya pakai kode gitu, Miss. Misalnya orang Jawa sama Kalimantan mau nikah, harus pakai surat kode C34 kayak gitu. Itu ngurusnya di kelurahan. Itu yang bikin ribet biasanya. Dan lama. Nggak bisa satu hari jadi, but need until 1 month, 2 months to doing the administrative
Oh, okay,
itunya,
ya, ya, ya.
persyaratan administratifnya.
Okay, yeah, that's really give me insight, yeah, that yes, it is really complicated, yeah, as you said, because you are trying to show me the perfect examples about the complexity, yeah, doing the registered nikah. All right,
Sebagai
thank you so much.
Can I add something, Miss
Oh,
Ita?
yeah, sure, Bapak.
Yeah, in bahasa Indonesia.
Okay, maybe
Uh,
mixing.
Mixing, okay. I have heard from some sources that for soldiers or police officers, ya, untuk tentara dan polisi, sometimes for registers wedding is also difficult because they have to get permission from the commander, and it needs sometime 3 to 6 months until 1 year. If the process is balloon, maybe only 2-3 months. But if the person want to be married is in high rank, lieutenant, colonel, and so on. So they have to get the permission from the higher commander, and it take time 3 to 6 months. So sometimes they choose to get nikah siri first, while waiting the permission from his commanders, like that. So nikah siri sometimes
Okay.
is way out, ya. Way out,
Like
yeah.
alternative ya Bapak ya,
Alternative,
like
yes, like that.
alternative to do if the registered nikah is too complicated, yeah.
Yes.
It's not
Especially
a
for
way to
soldiers.
avoid, yeah. It's
Yes.
not a way to avoid, but it's like
Yeah.
an alternative.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Especially
it's
for soldiers
interesting.
and police officers.
Oh ya, susah sekali ternyata ya. Oke,
Apakah
then karena itu
calonnya di luar pulau? Apakah
cari
calonnya
yang
Miss Ika
biasa
di luar
saja
pulau?
berarti. Oh, oke, belum nampak hilalnya Bapak Ibu ya. Oke, tapi berdasarkan rekomendasi sepertinya memang cari yang sepulau, cari yang bukan polisi, bukan tentara ya, biar lebih mudah untuk mendaftarkan. Alright.
Aku
Oke.
yang keluarga negaraan ganda aja, Miss. Biar bawa ke another country. Go out from Indonesia.
Oke, ada Pak? Ya, Bapak.
Faisal tadi, the administrative for the TNI or Polri complicated. There many permit must be requested, but it's still done. Ya, meskipun repot, tapi kebanyakan masih dijalani oleh tentara dan TNI karena sudah pilihan.
Kenapa repot Pak Nurali? Karena tentara dan Polri itu termasuk aset negara Pak, milik negara. Makanya itu repot ya. Abdi negara, makanya itu repot gitu loh.
Ya, istrinya Pak, calon istrinya dibikinkan perjanjian juga itu Pak. Saya mendapati teman saya menikah dengan anggota intelijen negara.
Secara formal, komandan, orang tua harus punya struktur yang jelas, tidak tersangkut PKI, itu masih ada semua seperti itu.
Jadi Miss, kalau cari calon mungkin bisa dibuat pertimbangan.
Yeah. This discussion, actually, this talk, ya Bapak Ibu really leave such a interesting impression for me ya. Saya sudah catat ya Bapak Ibu. Oke, list yang harus di avoid gitu. Alright, ya Bapak Ibu, it's very interesting. Now we need to move on to the next session. Yeah, let's give applause for the presenter, Pak Nurali Hasan, and also the audience who trying to really actively participating during the discussion. Now let me invite Bu Nadila Puspita ya as the next presenter. Time is yours, Ibu.
Langsung saja ya, Miss.
Iya.
I will convey about solution to reduce the number of nikah siri cases. There are several solutions to reduce the number of nikah siri cases in Indonesia. First, the government should make marriage registration easier and cheaper so more people can afford it. Second, religious leader and community figures should actively educate people about the danger of nikah siri, especially for women and children. Third, young people need to be taught about family law at school so they understand the importance of legal marriage. Furthermore, social media can be used to spread awareness about the legal risk of nikah siri. With this effort combined, we can protect more families and reduce nikah siri cases significantly. Sudah.
Okay, thank you so much, Bu Nadila. Okay, now let me invite maybe 2 questions from the audience. Okay, maybe one by one. Yeah, it's about the solutions, yeah, solution to reduce the number of nikah siri. Okay. Yep, Bu Wahyu.
Thank you, Miss Nadila, for your explanation. Okay. teksnya saya tidak berfungsi ya. Kalau ada yang nge-teks, don't ask me ya. Oke. You suggest religious figures should educate people about the dangers of nikah siri, right?
Yes.
Okay, but what if those same religious leaders are the ones who perform and legitimize nikah siri ceremonies? And you claim this combined effort can significantly reduce nikah siri case, but what does success actually look like? What metrics would you use, and over what time frame to prove your solution are working? Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Wahyu. Benar sekali. That is a valid concrete. The government and religious organization should work together to give clear guidelines to religious leader about the importance of legal marriage. Those who still perform nikah siri should be reminded that their role is to protect the community. As for success it can be measured by looking at the number of nikah siri cases each year. If the number goes down over the next 5 to 10 years, that so the solution are working.
Okay, thank you. Oke, ini perasaan saya saja apa? Can you explain what is guidelines?
Guidelines.
Guideline.
Oh, guidelines. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
sudah
That's
cukup
fine,
berarti.
yeah.
Punya bukan guidelines tadi, Bu Nadila.
Oh yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank
The
you.
guideline.
Thanks for your
Okay.
explanation. Thank you. Thank you for the
Okay.
answer.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you so much. Next questions? Is any? If any, maybe?
May Bu Nadila. Me?
Me, okay. Bu Dewi, okay.
Saya kira satu cukup.
One more, please.
Tadi. Apa tadi ya? How can social media be used to reduce nikah siri cases? Nadila?
Okay.
How can social?
Okay.
Huh?
Thank you, Miss Jelly. How can social media use reduce siri cases? Social media can be used to share short video, infographics, or real story about the risk of nikah siri. When young people see this concrete regularly, they will be more aware and think twice before choosing nikah siri. Bisa lewat video pendek, infografis, atau reels di IG itu, biar kaum Gen Z lihat.
Oke, ya, I think that's really reasonable ya, Bapak Ibu. Kalau dulu mungkin kita melalui ceramah, petuah gitu ya. Tapi sekarang via social media, I think is really efficient because the duration is really short. Kemudian sangat apa ya, caught attention sekali gitu ya. Jadi dalam waktu 1 menit kita sudah terbrainwash gitu ya bahwa nikah siri is a really negative thing. Nah, itu kan sangat cepat sekali proses transferring informations ya. Alright, thank you so much Bu Nadila for your questions. Let's give applause for our presenter.
Thank
Now
you.
we are going to invite the next presenter. Ada Pak Raya Agung and Pak Faisal. Which one that will do first?
Pak
Is it
Agung
Pak
dulu.
Faisal
Pak
or
Agung.
Pak Agung? Wanna share something?
Oh, Pak Faisal dulu boleh.
Okay, maybe I will try, Miss Ika.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes, go on.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. Vibe-nya khutbah Jumat iki.
Thanks for the opportunity. I hope you are fine and healthy and also happy joining this class with Miss Ika, who is also very cheerful. My title for this presentation is Negative Effect of Nikah Siri on Women. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important to us knowing the negative effect of Nikah Siri. Here they are. 1. Because unregistered marriage is not legally recognized. Women lose their fundamental rights, including the right to financial support and child custody in the event of a divorce. It is like Miss Amarili's opinion, maybe, yeah. And the second, in many cases, women married through nikah siri are denied their lawful inheritance right if their husband passed away. The third, the lack of legal standing leaves these women highly vulnerable to emotional and psychological distress caused by marital uncertainty. And the fourth, without an official marriage certificate, a wife has no legal protection or solid evidence to take her husband to court if she experiences domestic violence. And the fifth, socially, these women often face stigma and isolation due to negative public perception regarding their marital status. I think that's all for my presentation. I hope you give me good question so I can answer well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pak
Okay, thank you so
Faisal.
much. Alright, question please. Good question Bapak Ibu ya. Kalau pertanyaannya bad, maka
Okay.
jangan ditanyakan. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, just question please.
I'll ask you,
Yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Faisal.
Yeah, thank you, Miss
Ayo yang
Wahyu.
lainnya. Yang lainnya mana suaranya? Astaga, aku takut kabeh gitu sih.
Maybe Pak Raya wanna ask? Pak Agung?
Yeah, I'm question, Miss.
Oh ya ya Pak Nurali Hasan ya wanna ask. Oke, go on Bapak.
Mr. Faisal,
Yes.
are there any negative impact of unregistered married women?
I'm sorry, Miss Nurali.
Okay. Are there any negative impact of unregistered married women?
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for your question, Miss Nurali. The negative impact for men, not for women, I think that he cannot go to ceremony or offices with freely because they have to hide his wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Maybe kalau boleh Kalau boleh menambahkan ya, kalau
Oke,
boleh
no
menambahkan.
problem, no problem.
Istrinya yang kedua beautiful, malah pede, Pak.
But he cannot go freely, Bu Dewi. Yeah, you have to
Tapi
hide in some location or some area to go freely without being seen by others or by common.
But
So
on fact, Pak,
the
but on
happy
fact,
is apa? Kebahagiaannya itu terbatas. Apa? Terbatas itu apa? Terbatas.
limited,
Limited.
limited.
Limited. The happy is limited. The happiness is limited because
But
can
on
go
fact,
freely
but on
wherever
fact,
they go.
banyak laki-laki yang menikah siri tuh malah senang menikah lagi tuh, Pak. Lebih dari 2 malah. Gimana terus? Why do you think
Gimana?
malah orang-orang yang laki-laki yang menikah siri itu menikah siri lagi, Pak? 2 kali, 3 kali?
Oh, iya. Ya, kalau seperti itu kan pendapat. It is his opinion, Miss Wahyu. And my opinion is like that because I have no
Maybe
experience like that.
maybe negative impact of unregistered marriage for men ini, Pak. Laki-lakinya tidak bisa mewarisi istrinya. Ya kan? Inheritance law.
Oh,
Ya
iya,
kan?
iya, iya, iya.
Inheritance law. Because unregistered marriage.
Ya,
Kan
ya,
laki-laki itu bisa mewarisi hartanya istri. Iya.
ya,
Miss Ika
ya.
baru tahu ya.
Ya. Tadi sudah
Kalau
termasuk apa itu? It just have discussed by Miss Ama, if I'm not mistaken, ya, or if I'm not heard that the couple can get inheritance from this couple if they get unregistered marriage like that.
Mr. Faisal,
Can I
Yeah.
give my opinion?
what is an example unregistered? Marriage is not free. Public figure in unregistered married and having problem. Jadi, adakah contoh tadi disampaikan kalau nikah siri itu ternyata tidak sebebas, tidak bahagia bagi laki-laki. Adakah contoh tokoh masyarakat yang nikah siri ternyata bermasalah? Tokoh masyarakat bukan orang biasa, kalau masyarakat umum.
Menteri, Pak Menteri.
Ah, boleh menteri-menteri siapa? Ayo.
by the way, nanti
don't know, I don't know.
record ini ya tidak saya publik. Yes.
I don't know the public figure.
Okay, it's too
You
dangerous ya,
just
Bapak
mentioned,
Ibu.
Mr. Ali. I cannot. I don't know.
Public figure, politikus, and artis. Nah, itu Cici Macica, and Menteri Murdiono, sekretaris apa negara apa namanya?
Oh ya.
Yaitu Bang Haji Roma Irama.
Mr. Soeharto era. Mr. Soeharto era.
Era Presiden Soeharto.
Iya.
Belum lahir, Pak, belum lahir.
Can I give my opinion?
Ya, oke, Miss
Okay.
Amaris.
Thank you.
I take from my experience
Yes.
from Mr. Tukang Sate that he do nikah siri with her wives. And the negative effect is the woman will be easy to pass away from her husband because the relationship is illegal. So if both of them want to divorce, it's also easy. So just say, okay, now we are divorced and I want to go married again, like that.
Masalah kan?
Oke, iya betul. Ya. Berarti kayak nggak bisa dimiliki seutuhnya dan semaunya selama apa gitu ya. Jadi
Iya,
selama
iya.
yang pihak perempuan mau
Limited.
divorce, oh oke. Menarik. Why I look at this as an alternative ya? Oh my God, it's really dangerous mindset. Oke. All right then. Okay, Bapak Ibu, it's a really interesting discussions once again, but we have a limited time during the Q&A session, and I think the Q&A session for Pak Faisal session is enough. Yeah, we can end at this point. Can you end your presentation first, Pak Faisal?
Okay. Thank you, my friend, for the attention and for your question. Sorry for my mistakes for answering you all. Thank you very much. I hope you are healthy and happy always. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Okay.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Okay,
Miss
very
Eko,
good. Yeah. You leave me speechless, yeah, the whole session because there are a lot of information that I don't think that I'm eligible enough yeah, to hear this. Okay, now let me invite the next presenter. We have Pak Agung. Are you ready, Pak Agung, to start?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah, ready or not, you must be ready ya, Bapak ya. All right. Actually, I'm not really asking ya. I'm just repeating ya that you need to present gitu sebenarnya ya. Okay, the time is yours.
Yes,
Please do the honor.
presentasi ya.
Enggak, Pak Bobo.
Yeah, just mention like 5 to 7 sentences about the topic.
Yes. Apa ini? Should Nikasiri be more strictly regulated ya? Regulated. Pertanyaan ini ya dijawab berarti. Of
Loh,
course.
menjelaskan dulu.
Yeah, that's fine. You can
Yes,
explain.
of
You
course.
can explain.
Nikasiri must be more strictly regulated. Uh, apa ini? Although this marriage is regularly valid, the lack of official state regulation inflicts a major negative impact on vulnerable groups. Stricter regulation is highly necessary of three main reasons. Uh, First, number one, protection of women's right. Without legal proof, a marriage certificate, a wife has no legal standing to claim alimony, marital property division, or inheritance like in the event of divorce or the husband death. S- Second, children's civil right and future. Yeah, future. Children born from Nikasiri often face administrative hurdles in obtaining birth certificates, which subsequently restricts their access to education, healthcare, and paternal inheritance.
Inheritance.
And three, preventing illegal polygamy. Nah, ini paling krusial.
Spesialis.
Yeah. Stricter regulation is required to close the loopholes exploited by individuals who abuse nikah siri to dibacanya engage in secret polygamy without court approval or the consent of the first wife. Thank you.
Oke. Thank you, Pak Agung. Thank you for your explanation. I want to ask you about your topic. in your opinion, which of the three reasons you sebutkan sebelumnya ya, women's rights, children's civil rights, or preventing illegal polygamy is the most urgent reason to strictly regulate nikah siri, and why? Menurut Anda, Pak, tak translatekan, Pak.
Iya,
Menurut
terima kasih.
Anda, menurut jenengan, Bapak, dari ketiga
Ya.
alasan yang sudah jenengan sebutkan, hak perempuan, hak sipil anak, atau mencegah poligami ilegal, which one, yang mana? Yang lebih paling mendesak untuk meregulasi nikah siri ini secara ketat itu yang mana? Yang paling mendesak dulu. Dan kenapa?
Eh, yang paling mendesak number one ya, protection of women.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Why, Pak?
Because ya karena apa ya,
Hmm,
ini artinya apa sih? Bentar.
hmm.
I can help Mr. Agung.
Yes.
Okay, that's actually personal preferences, yeah. So, different student might have different preferences in terms of which one is the most crucial thing, right? So, if Bu Amar wanna help, I don't think that it might help Pak Agung because you might choose the same president, but you might have different reason why do you choose the same president, right? Now, it goes the same with this case. So, why do you think women is the most crucial thing that need to be protected and became the reason why there should be stricter regulations, Pak Agung?
Boleh diterjemahkan ya.
Nah,
Ya,
tadi kan sudah. Jadi kenapa
Mhm.
kok milih perempuan gitu yang menjadi alasan paling utama kenapa harus ada peraturan yang mengatur tentang nikah siri gitu. Karena sejauh ini kan belum ada tuh peraturannya ya Bapak Ibu, kayak misal mempidanakan, misal kalau misal kita bahas ekstrim apa ya, ekstrim bahasanya gitu ya. Kan kita melihat tadi ya, based on the previous presenter, nikah siri itu kan bisa dipandang sebagai suatu something that might be harmful for women, for children, but it could be as an alternative for some families as well gitu. Nah, di sini Bapak kan tadi presentasinya itu menyampaikan opini pribadi bahwa
Mhm.
harusnya Bapak setuju bahwa oh ternyata itu apa ya, potensi harmfulnya itu lebih banyak gitu karena ada beberapa konsiderasi yaitu di harmful for women, harmful for children, and bla bla bla. Nah, kemudian Bu Wahyu tanya gitu, dari alasan dia harmful, Bapak kan memilih perempuan gitu ya. Nah, kenapa? Why do you choose women?
Oh
Gitu.
iya, kenapa perempuan ini lebih apa namanya memerlukan pelindungan hak ya?
Mhm, yes.
Yang pertama karena ya perempuan ini seringkali menjadi korban ya, dianggap menjadi laki-laki. Kemudian setelah laki-laki ini meninggal, otomatis dia harus menanggung anak-anaknya karena ketika tidak memiliki apa namanya surat nikah resmi itu, dia bisa tidak memiliki harta peninggalan suaminya. Akhirnya luntang-lantung nggak jelas. Seperti itu, lemah
ya.
secara apa?
Oke ya, jadi posisinya paling riskan gitu ya, yang membutuhkan
Ya,
bantuan. Oke.
karena ya
Mhm.
ibu saya seperti itu. Jadi bingung. Posisinya itu perempuan itu bingung, apalagi ketika ditinggal suaminya, terus harus bawa anaknya juga. Kalau anak kan mungkin masih banyak yang mau mengadopsi, tapi kalau perempuan nggak
Kerja,
ada yang
Pak.
adopsi. Ya orang
Kerja,
tuanya
Pak.
paling.
Kerja, Pak. Jadilah wanita mandiri.
Oh gitu.
Iya dong.
Okay, yeah. Actually, your reason is also valid, yeah, because it is derived from your personal, what is that? Personal experience, yeah, the way you are trying to study and learn from something that happening around of you, Pak Agung. Okay, thank you so much. Is there any more questions, Bapak Ibu, dari audience?
Cukup.
Oh, cukup. Dari presenternya sudah angkat tangan ya. Cukup. No. No more question, please. Alright then, ya. If there is no more question, bisa ditutup dulu, Bapak. You can end your presentation.
Thank you for your attention. I think that's all for our achievement and discussion today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.
Oke, let's give applause for all of you, Bapak Ibu. Ya, you've done a very good job. And this is really unexpected, ya, because the discussion is really deep. Ya, it's not always on the surface, ya, tidak hanya yang apa ya, kayak penggugur kewajiban aja, ya, tapi ternyata Bapak Ibu are really sharing information. Meskipun ada beberapa tadi situasi yang agak memanas gitu ya. But actually, yeah, we come to an end, which is a very good thing. Dan kita masih ada satu lagi sebenarnya Pak Zardan ya, but because I don't think that he is in appropriate conditions to present, jadi mungkin bisa disampaikan ke Pak Zardan ya, Bu Wahyu, mohon bantuannya. Beliau bisa untuk presentasi di pertemuan kita minggu depan, gitu ya, karena kayaknya satu presenter aja cukup deh, gak apa-apa, sangat bisa dikondisikan. Gitu. Alright,
Miss,
Bapak Ibu, thank you so
Miss,
much for participating in the very great discussions. Yeah, I really enjoy it. There are a lot of things that I just know today. Yeah, some informations are really like leave me a very good impression, and some of them like such a warning for me personally, Bapak Ibu. But actually, wow, Bapak Ibu is a really good presenter.
Miss, um,
Yeah.
when I was presenting, I was I was not asked to conclusion.
Oh, to end your presentation.
uh, tadi waktu saya presentasi nggak disuruh conclusion, padahal kami sudah menyiapkan kalimat itu. Terima kasih.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Actually, why there are some of the students here that I do not ask to conclude, because actually, yeah, some conclusion has been implicitly mentioned during the Q&A session. Yeah. So when I want you to conclude, actually, it's just repeating the same information. Yeah. It means that your presentation, your Q&A session is clear already. That's why I'm not asking you to conclude. Yeah, but later on, maybe just remind me, yeah, as the moderator to conclude your own presentation.
Conclude-nya Pak Nur, be wise a parent.
Tadi ngomong kan kalau salah dikoreksi kan gitu.
Oh ya.
Okay, yeah. Aman ya. This is a speaking class. Yeah, actually, I don't really care about your what is that, grammatical errors, mispronunciation. As long as it is understandable, so it is more than enough. Ya, namanya di kelas speaking tidak wajib Bapak Ibu punya aksen tertentu gitu ya. Saya tidak saklek seperti itu Bapak Ibu. Grammarnya juga kalau salah tadi beberapa juga sebenarnya agak lucu gitu Bapak Ibu ya. Tapi selama kita fokus ke kontennya ya udah gitu. Jadi kayak misal, oh Miss, I am the question gitu ya. Padahal oh saya adalah pertanyaannya, artinya itu beneran ya, sebenarnya lucu sekali teman-teman Bapak Ibu ya. But actually ya, I really appreciate the way you are trying to really focus during the discussion. Jadi saya tadi berusaha agar tidak tertawa gitu ya, agar Bapak Ibu tetap terbawa suasana yang fokus, meskipun ya paling tidak mungkin ya beberapa orang saja yang tahu bahwa itu salah arti gitu ya. Miss, I am the sorry. Oke, presenter, I am the question. Oh, oke, saya adalah pertanyaannya. Oke, jadi kenapa bertanya ya gitu. Ya, but actually that's fine Bapak ya. As long as everyone understand what you mean, it's more than enough ya. Oke, jadi mungkin bisa dijadikan motivasi ke depannya Bapak Ibu tidak perlu takut untuk mencoba berbicara ya, because I do not check your every single detail of your errors. Oke? Ya. Alright, thank you so much. I hope that convince you that it's not a big problem, Bapak. Oke? Ya. Alright, Bapak Ibu, let's see you next week. And minggu
Next
depan
week?
sepertinya libur nggak sih Bapak Ibu?
Iya,
Idul
libur.
Adha ya. Oh my God. Oke. Berarti kita punya tanggungan kalau libur tidak usah diganti Bapak Ibu ya. Yang diganti adalah ketika saya yang tidak bisa hadir gitu ya.
Tinggal
Jadi minggu depan berarti saya punya satu utang lagi ya Bapak Ibu ya untuk kelas ya selain hari Rabu. Oke. Hari Rabu karena kita libur maka tidak perlu diganti. I will try to like make it or adjust the learning material. Jadi Bapak Ibu tetap tidak ketinggalan dengan sisa meeting yang kita punya. Gitu. We have one topic left, Bapak Ibu, di semester ini. Oh my God, ya. Tidak terasa Bapak Ibu. Terasa sebenarnya ya kalau Bapak Ibu ngerjakan tugas. Kita masih punya satu topik tersisa. It's about debate. Jadi ya, ini sebenarnya adalah simulasi debate ya. Tadi Bapak Ibu ada yang sedikit berdebat gitu. Nah, itu sebenarnya adalah spoiler ya untuk minggu depan. Minggu depan we are talking about debates. So, let's see you next week and let's call it a day for today's session. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Assalamualaikum
wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
Miss.
Miss
Okay.
for